I'm getting mauled out here because of my last video about putting the guitar on a bench. There's been so much judgmental comments. It's just and I appreciate all of you showing concern. I'm fine. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's really happening. I told you in the last video, I've been stalked, I've been harassed, I've been followed. Their main aim, according to my research, is to make you seem like you're crazy, like you don't know what you're saying, and somehow invalidate your experience and just generally frustrate one into, I don't know, maybe hurting themselves or something like that. Am I in some kind of secret program that I don't know about? I've been in the United States less than 2 years. This is more than racism at this point. This cannot be because I'm a guitar player, is it? I'm not even a rich guitar player. According to the research that I've done, this is called gang stalking, and when the people that have reported some cases usually have some sort of inheritance, they saw something they shouldn't have seen, they heard something they shouldn't have heard, or they offended a community of people that are in the hierarchy or that are somewhat elite. Do I have some sort of inheritance? I don't even know anybody in Florida. The only Nigerian that I know died in Florida was a man named Michael Ibru, and he was a big Nigerian businessman. He died in Florida in September of 2016, and I remember because I always found the name interesting. Ibru, it sounds like Hebrew, but it's Ibru, like Ibru. It's a huge family. It's not, I don't even know them. That's the only Nigerian that I can think of that lived in Florida and died in Florida. Oh, and I met a Redeemed Church pastor once. Apart from that, I don't know any reason why anybody would follow me, because I haven't committed any crimes. I mind my business, I go my own way. Isn't this kind of thing under organized crime, punishable under RICO laws? People shouldn't be doing this to other people. It's a crime. If you are in law enforcement, and if you know anybody in law enforcement, FBI, CIA, police, please help me. I'm an open book. I haven't committed any crimes. I'm in here legally, so I don't understand why I'm being treated unfairly. I am the director of my life. I am the porter of my life. So I can decide to change a scene. I can decide to dismantle my clay and rebuild it. I can rebuild myself as many times as I want. I am spiritual, not religious. I know the last video was cryptic, very, very cryptic, and shrouded in mystery, and I kept talking about the earth purging and all of that, because I believe that it is. Some people call it the end times, some people call it judgment day. Whatever you call it, it's happening. We can all feel that there's a shift going on in the world right now, and I'm a guitar player and I'm good at it, but it's not my highest calling, and I know that. And it's okay for me to be allowed to explore other parts of me. That's how you grow. And I also want to contribute to raising the frequency of the earth in whatever way that I can, like actively and directly contribute towards that, helping humanity, towards love, towards truth, towards justice. I want to be, a voice. I have touched lives with my fingers, with my hands, and I want to see how else I can touch lives, in what other way I can touch lives. I don't care about the fame. I don't care if it's just 5 people, if it's 10 people. The earth is calling me into something different, into something bigger, maybe even bigger than myself. And people are seeing it before me. Hence the opposition, hence the harassment. I'm in another state now and it still happens. They're watching, and some of them do a poor job of it. But yeah, I want to be able to see where my leap of faith into the unknown lands me, my leap of faith to become more. It's about finding God, it's about spirituality, but it's also about freedom, about self-discovery, about loving myself deeply for the first time in my life, about knowing who I really am at the core, And that is what this whole few months has been about for me, and I want to take it as far as I possibly can. I will still play guitar, of course. I will still play guitar as a hobby, but my main point is it's not my main focus. It's not a career. Music is a cutthroat industry. I'm taking a chance on myself. I'm taking a chance on other aspects of myself. I'm becoming. Who would have thought that I can actually speak like this? I can actually talk like this. I didn't even think so. I've always been quiet, almost mute, but here I am saying my truth, speaking my truth, being authentic. I have my short hair on. I don't give a rat's ass about what anybody says about me or what anybody thinks about me. And I used to be such a people pleaser, always seeking validation from someone else outside of myself. And now I'm redirecting, rediscovering, and I think it's beautiful. And I think that that's what life is about. I think it's what growth is about, and I want to follow that path. I really do. I believe that for order, for balance to be restored in one's life, there has to be a period of chaos where it's like everything, like when you swing a pendulum and it just goes like this, and then it comes into equilibrium, it comes into balance. I think that this period of my life is just chaotic because I'm heading towards order, I'm heading towards balance, and I know how God walks. And sometimes it walks in these kinds of ways where it's like you don't understand what's happening, you can't really see what's happening, but you're trusting the process. And I know that wherever God leads me, it will always be in the service of humanity, in the service of love. I cannot sell my soul. I don't compromise. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that I'm some kind of saint, because I'm not, but that's the whole point of life. Going into the darkness and finding your way back into the light, falling and standing up again. At the end of the day, it's about the intention of your heart. I also have to take out accountability for whatever part that I played in this whole thing. Like, am I naive? I have to deal with that. I have people pleasing tendencies, so I also have to take accountability. This is not a victim mentality. It shouldn't be. But sometimes you just got to look at the world outside of yourself, outside your conventional stuff that you know, outside of what you think that is everything that you are. And I used to think that guitar was my everything. I can't let go. And that thing that you cannot let go of, that thing that you think is your everything, is what God will say, live. To become more, you have to give out everything that you have. You have to empty yourself. Finding your highest self is a large space. God is big. God occupies a lot of space. And so, to become more of yourself, you have to be empty. You have to go into nothingness. You have to be nothing. That is where you find everything. In nothingness, in the darkness, in the void, which is where I am right now. I can't see. It's as if everything is dark. And then I start to see some shapes. I start to see, oh wow, I can actually see a few things. It's actually not that dark. And then the light starts to appear. That is where I am right now. Chaos. And I know it. And I'm in the process. I'm actually almost even trying to enjoy the process. It's hard. I have cried, but I know that there's something more. At the end of the tunnel, there's a light. There is something more. There has to be something more. And this is my way to explore it. And I'm not even going to go into the spiritual attacks, because some of you would think it's woo. If you're not tapped in, if you don't believe in that kind of stuff, then you wouldn't even know what to do with that information. It's because they can see something that I couldn't yet see, but now I'm beginning to see it. I'm beginning to know who I am in the spirit realm. It's not about the physical, guys. It's not about the physical. They've done research, they've done readings on me, they've done divination on me. They know who I am. in that space. And some of you, again, might not get it because you're not into like spiritual stuff, but for these kinds of things to happen for no reason, people don't just attack you for no reason. People don't attack people for no reason. There has to be something, and I'm getting to it. I'm knowing my power. I'm knowing who I am. I'm knowing where I stand. And they're creating a villain. This is how villains are born. Oh, I'm gonna be a great villain. Villain Helen in the making. Get out of my way. No, I'm not religious. I am spiritual. I'm not your conventional Christian. I'm not. Please, if you have any ideas on what I can do concerning investigations, law enforcement, who can help, who can really help, I would be really, really grateful, because I'm trying to just figure out stuff on my own, and of course I can't do it. This seems bigger than me. I feel like I'm in the middle of something that I don't understand. It's weird. If I'm in some program, I want to know it. And the truth doesn't hide. It's going to come out eventually. Eventually the truth will come out. You can stretch time as much as you want. Question of whether my life is in danger. Right now I'm in a room, nothing's happening. So short answer, right now, no. But long answer, more complex answer, yes, because I really believe that there's something more at play here. And putting 2 and 2 together, it might have even started in Nigeria. I never made much friends here. I rarely ever went out. I was always in my room playing the guitar. I can count how many times I went out since the 1 year and 3 months thereabout since I've been here. So it's very strange that in a new place, in a new country, you're being like targeted. I want to say a very big thank you to all of you for your concern. I've been getting a lot of emails, and some of you have even offered me a place to stay. Thank you. I'm being very careful right now with who I can trust, with where I can go. So for now, I'm fine. I'm fine on my own right now. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what exactly is going on. Thank you.